welcome. So I'm here at my apartment today, right in Cape Town by the beach, and I want to talk about procrastination. So what do I mean by procrastination? Well, in this circumstance, what I mean is putting off your prospecting activity. Whether it's call reluctance, actually physically not picking up the phone, whether you're doing your prospecting face-to-face via networking, for example, whether you're doing it by digital method, or whether you're doing it as a mixture of everything. There's generally a reluctance to prospect, a reluctance to make calls, a reluctance to find new business. And the reason why that is because the individual is attaching more pain to the prospecting activity, or anything they're putting off, than they are to putting it off. In other words, it's going to feel really painful to do it. Things might go wrong. I might get some bad words said to me. I might get rejected. So actually, by not doing it, it avoids that pain. And that normally happens until a bigger pain comes along of not doing it. In other words, if you don't hit your target this month, you'll lose your job. Now there's some pain coming pretty quickly, and that pain is possibly bigger than the pain of making the call or doing the prospecting. So what happens there is generally the salesperson now does the prospecting activity. It just waits until the pain of not doing it is bigger than the pain of doing it. What I often find really interesting is even experienced salespeople that I wouldn't actually say had got call reluctance or phone fear, what happens with them is they often put off a particular call. Now that could be a really important client that they've worked with that's had a problem and a complaint that actually could even be their fault and is a mess. They don't want to have to sort it out. It's going to be horrible. They might get some grief from the client, therefore they might try and put that off. Crazy as it might sound, they often could well put that off. It might be there's actually a really important prospect that they don't want to mess up. It's a really high up decision maker, it's a really good lead, or it's a really good prospect they've not called or approached because they don't want to approach them yet because things might go wrong. So again, they're attaching more pain to it by doing it than they are by not doing it. So the question for you and your sales team in this video to answer is, what calls are you and they currently putting off? What prospects are you not approaching because it's too big an opportunity to mess up? What deals you're working on right now are you not calling into or not catching up with them to find out where they're up to because you don't want to mither them, or you don't want to bother them, or you don't want to upset them by calling too much? All of those are forms of procrastination. So think what those are, make a list for you and your team, and go and make them after watching this video. That's it right now if you can. Tomorrow morning if you're watching this in the evening, for example, but straight away, your next opportunity, make your list, go and make those calls and see what happens. It certainly can't get any worse than it is now. So good luck from here in Cape Town, and keep stand out selling.